Okay, we are live in the group. Welcome everybody to another I'm Back live chat with the glorious Lisa Oxenham.
Hi.
And tonight with the wonderful hairstylist and creative director Zoe Irwin. How are you both doing, girls?
Yeah, really good, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good. It's been a full-on day,
okay.
As I think yours has as well, hasn't it?
Yes. My goodness, yeah. I've had smoke coming from my keyboard today, actually, on my computer, so it's been quite a hectic day. Yeah, it's been hectic.
One of those memes where you're banging away at the computer board with steam coming out of your ears.
Yeah, that's me, basically. It's been so busy today.
Honestly. Yeah. Fantastic. Zoe, thank you so much for joining us. We've got a few people who have hopped on now, so I'm just going to introduce you properly.
Yeah.
So Zoe Irwin is a fabulous hairstylist and creative director. She's worked with many of the world's top brands, magazines, and hairdressing businesses. She's also an enviable celebrity client list she has. Men and women that rely on her deep understanding of trend and heritage to give them something utterly unique and signature. So you've got a 30-year CV list career behind you.
Yeah, and 35 now, my gosh.
35 now, fantastic. And we're so delighted you've chosen to come and join us, and I'm back.
Thank you, Zoe.
Oh, I'm such a fan. I watch this all the time and I buy everything. I've been spending my week learning how to do Lee's eyeliner, from last week.
Thank you, Zoe, for coming on. I love what you do, and we're going to come on to the fabric and the hair later on, which I can't wait to learn about my own. But I just wanted to know, could you tell us a little bit about Indian head massage, because you've been training in that recently, haven't you?
I have. It's something that years ago I studied shiatsu head massage because I was the ambassador for Kerastars.
Oh, wow.
I was trained in kind of the Japanese thoughts towards massage, and I've been going to India for 22 years, so I spend often a couple of months in India a year, and it's something that I've always felt the power of massage within, for the health of the hair, for the thickness of the hair, is so huge, and it's something that I wanted to be even more educated on with my clients, to show them much more definitive movements on their scalp. And also at John Frieda, it's something that when I would often say to people, you should book in for an Indian head massage, they said there isn't anywhere beautiful to go. There isn't, I don't really like being put on a random chair, in the middle of something.
Yeah, not very comfortable.
Yeah, and so it's just something that at John Frieda, I felt that we could do it in a really beautiful way.
Yeah.
And so, I studied more and more on it, really. Yeah.
So what are the benefits of, can you give yourself an Indian head massage?
You can massage your head in particular movements. It's a bit like when you're massaging your fingers, for example, on your cuticles to get growth. There isn't too much that you can do wrong. I think with massage, it's very much like, if you're feeling tense, you tend to kind of go to the sides of your head, but you can't really go wrong. But a good starting point is if you think about a lot of the movements that are done when you go to a salon.
Yeah.
And how, you're moving the pads of your fingers. Even that, so we hold a huge amount of tension especially in the top of our head, and it's one of the things that it causes migraines, it causes a lot of tension, but the main thing is it really isn't great for hair growth. So what you're trying to do, so by moving the scalp, and you really do, what I mean is properly kind of moving the scalp, so almost like your features move. So you don't have to, it's not a scrubbing action. So you should never, it's not like back and forth.
It's not like you're washing your hair. It's like you're holding down on your scalp.
Yeah. So it's very definitive with the pads of your fingers.
Right.
So like to start through the sides and come up through here, and then just pause. I mean, now what I do is a mixture of the Japanese kind of shiatsu, which is much more pressure based, and it's much more on the pressure points, which you can feel. You have like a dip in through here, and then you slide perhaps an inch, and then you get to the next point. So these are your pressure points, and you'll just move it.
Yeah, it feels amazing, actually.
It feels amazing. And then you slide up
with all fingers.
Again.
What do you use when you're doing the acupressure points? Is it just one finger?
I like to do two, to be honest. I think it covers like a wider point. When it's being done for you, like when I do it on my clients, I would use my thumb. But I do think some people find it we spend so much time hunched over, but people find it quite painful to lift their arms a lot. So when I'm teaching my clients, I move forward. I mean, this point is massively important because it's where the tension through here is. And then slide up again. And this is where, like, the top section is where there's particular tightness. So you want to you're going to get your fingers and you're doing this in your scalp.
Right.
So you're going to slide across and here, and then you go to, it's like in Indian technique, they call it plucking. You've had when you're kind of picking them up. So when you slide through like this, you can kind of grab your scalp and come out.
Yeah.
And so you drag.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. The most important part is in through here. So the amount of tension that you hold here. So you're going to put your hands, come up through here with them wide. And I like to just rest back into my thumbs. And rotate my thumb.
So you could do that lying down, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I often do it like while I'm watching the TV, because you kind of like, just feels really nice. I mean, I do it all the time. Because, you know, the amount of hair growth. I was talking to Lee earlier, and I thought I should give you a few more facts on it.
This is really interesting, Lisa's fix. I'm always interested in the therapeutic benefits of hair and makeup and what they can do when we can use it as a positive ritual. And what you're saying there about when you're doing your hair, to intersect that with a head massage can really help calm you down. You know, if you're stressed or whatever. It's where, I mean, it's known to be hugely calming. So what it will do is reduce your blood pressure. You should do it before you sleep, because it massively helps your sleep, especially through the back. I mean, and there was a study which is called the Tropical Life Sciences Research, and it was proven to give 34% more hair growth. So I'm finding the reason I'm so...
Well, that is incredible.
So important to me is because my clients are really suffering from hair loss through hormonal things, through stress. I mean, it's the number one thing that people are coming to me for. And so when you look at how much, so what will happen when you manipulate the scalp, the cells within the follicles will stretch. And when they stretch, you stimulate them. It will also dilate the blood, and so the blood will go rushing to the area, and so that is going to give you a much more healthy kind of environment. And then I've also brought with me, so this is Manta.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I know you've seen Manta. So this is Manta, and I do it with Manta, and this is what I call dry brushing your scalp. So I dry brush my skin before I go into the shower, and it's unbelievably exhilarating, you know, my whole body. And we don't think about our scalps. And so what I started to do with Manta was kind of take my learnings from what I've learned with Indian massage and incorporate it with Manta. So with Manta, these will rotate. So all of the bristles are on a 5-point pivot, which means that when you touch the scalp, they're kind of moving. It's not painful. So think about when you go to India, you lay on these kind of Shakti mats. I'm sure you have, Lisa. It's stimulate your body.
Yeah.
Well, I use this in the same way. So I come in through here and I move it so that it's curved on my head.
Yeah.
And I come back and I pause and press in.
Oh wow, that's
Come
so
back,
yeah.
pause, press in. It feels amazing.
Yeah.
You know the rush that you get when you body brush? You get this incredible high. So you come across here and you drag upwards, and that really, really feels, I think you've got a lot of kind of nerves through here. And I know I use this through the back as well.
Yeah.
And often I'll just pop my head down on it. And so then I rotate, but rotate with the brush. And why that's important, what I wanted to do more than massage is really address the dry skin that's on the scalp. I mean, there's such a buzz this year about, you know, you've probably seen there's lots of products which are now scrubs for the scalp.
Yeah.
And everything is kind of about a very healthy environment for that hair to come through.
Yeah.
And so I think, I mean, you would know this, Lee, like with a lot of makeup, it's very often that we might push things in, but we don't necessarily exfoliate all around our hairline. I mean, I know I do. I mean, obviously you would, because it's what you do and you're fabulous. But like a lot of women are pushing a lot of oils and things up.
Yeah.
Not necessarily cleansing them off.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that.
In around the hairline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can just like manipulate your scalp every day, like all the through the crown, I promise you, you will see like much better quality hair come through.
And a less dry scalp.
Yeah, I mean, it's more about the environment that you are producing for your scalp to, you know, for the hair to come through. So with a blow dry, you're going to get a kind of bouncier blow dry. It's a bit like, you know, when you do not a scrub, but like a kind of acid wash or something that's going to really manipulate. I know I've got one of those little vibrating things that I cleanse with, and my skin will glow afterwards. And that's what you're looking for on the scalp.
Would you use an oil for your scalp?
I would use oil. Yeah, so how to take it further is what's the really fantastic for your hair is lavender oil and peppermint oil. And so doing it with lavender is incredible. I mean, obviously, traditionally in India, it's, as you probably have seen, it's a full oil massage.
Yeah.
So because I shampoo my hair in the morning, what I do is coat my hands with lavender oil and drag them in. And this is at night, massage with the oil, because the next day I'm obviously shampooing my hair. If you've got a fabulous blow dry, then obviously you're going to dry massage, you know?
Yeah.
But those are things that are really just peppermint as well, like peppermint in the morning. If you're feeling sluggish in the way before you go into the shower and you dry brush, if you add the peppermint, and really kind of make those movements a bit more brisk.
Yeah.
So real high. Yeah.
Does it make your scalp tingle?
Yeah, you just feel like, you know, peppermint is very powerful. I mean, I put it on my hands and kind of have it here, and will really kind of inhale first, and then I will work it through. And that gives you a bit of slip. So that's going to give you something to, because obviously you would put that in a carrier oil to just, you know.
Yes. Yeah. And so is it like, would it make a difference to the outcome of hair growth, whether you were doing it wet with the oils you're talking about, or if you were always doing it with the dry brush?
No, the outcome is the manipulation. So the outcome is because of the stretching of the cells. And then also for the dilation of the blood.